right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. The children will grow. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go now. Go to base. I got one.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is a and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return is Pettis. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there.
Here we go. 180. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 6 guys.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
11. 43 is the mic, boy. 43.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. That's going to be caught. And And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Keep playing.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking left side, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confident there and picked up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I got you. Go ahead.
On first down, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which also happened.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well timed there by Richard Sherman. A sack on the corner blitz.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here we go on 4th down with Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Clock. 64, weak.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. He's going to look deep down the field, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely, very well. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. 1:50 left to go in the second quarter. And an update now from up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st down, here's Breida. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers! Matt Breida with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're dead. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Dancing to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeForest Buckner getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now Murray, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here we go. Wait, 80. Watch the slant. I got you. 65. Hey, alert.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Garoppolo to throw. This is caught. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
21.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Let's go!
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles are usually more of the run.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustment.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's second down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Murray now. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er
11,
offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 51 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on
Murray fighting, lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Ready up. 56. Check 56. Here we go. It's just me and you.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Murray gets this one to Isabella, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Murray, being chased out left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Murray now to throw. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the boot.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Murray, and this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals are able to make things a bit more respectable. The extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Joseph now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
12. Hey, Alpha. Hey. X3. 218, chopper. Shit. Watch twist.
They run with Breida. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
It's a gain of 6
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
I'm going to run you over. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Murray, one final try. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that is